Push-Up Monday, baby. We here. If this is your first time joining, my name is Andrea Fitzgerald. I'm an author, speaker, and also a person really obsessed with personal growth and development. So each week we get in the gym and we do our mental push-ups because the most challenging yet rewarding work that we will ever do is on ourselves. So today, friends, the title of today's mental push-up is You Go First. Yes, you go first. So this message inspired by the lady whom I cry with, aka my therapist, y'all. So this week I go into therapy. I've been kind of down, pondering a few things, and y'all, I was straight up in the victim seat. I was like, I want this to be different. I need that to be different. I need and this is how you know if you ever want to know if you having a good therapist, you have a good therapist. A good therapist will not allow you to stay in the victim seat because the question she asked that she was like, okay, well, what have you been doing? Like what are you doing the things that you're saying that you would like to see? And the reality was, guys, I was not. I absolutely was not. Because because she said the thing that we that you said before we started talking about this, you were like, one thing is that you cannot change other people. And in the past, I have talked about in therapy, and I've told you all that at times I can be very externally focused. And she says, that's common, common for people a lot. Like we focus on, I need this person to do this different, and I need this to be different. But essentially, the question was, what are you doing to contribute to this? But are you modeling what it is that you want in your life? You know what I mean? And I thought that was a big aha. So she said, "Well, what's your key takeaway from the session?" I said, you go first. I'm going first. Um, I'm not waiting around for things to be different. I'm not waiting just in general. And like even when you talk about self care, I'm going first. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight first, and then I'll do things on the outside. Or I'm gonna go first. I want certain things. Am I being the change that I want to see? Am I displaying the qualities that I'm looking for? You know what I mean? And I've heard that before, but it's so interesting how you can hear certain things, many years ago, but it made sense to me because when I was in relationship school, that was one of the things that they said. They said, if you want more of something from your partner, they said, oh, you want to know how to do it? You start doing it. You start doing it because the thing about it is when you change, the things around you have no choice but to change. Because if you're offering grace and compassion to another person, you say, oh, I want more grace and compassion. You start offering it, they have no choice but to offer it back, right? So I thought that was an aha. So that was like the headline for me over the week. This is a very short mental push-up. You go first. Stop waiting on the external world. You say, oh, well, when this happens, I'll do it. No, just go and do it, man. You say, oh, I need for this person. If they did this, then I do that. Oh, no. You go first. And that was the headline for me from therapy this week. And so as we close out, it made me think of a book I read a few years ago called Calling in the One. And in this book, you most people think like if you read this book, it's like, maybe I'm finding the love of my life, you know, or I'm gonna call in the person I'm supposed to be with or whatever like that. But the reality is, you know who the one is? The one is you. At the end of the day, what I got from that book is like it is really about the relationship that you are having with yourself. It sets the stage for everything else. And so oftentimes we can look externally, we can look at what others are doing, but at the end of the day, it's about us. Be the change you want to see. And we hear that phrase all the time, but it's legit, y'all. Like it really is. It starts and ends with us. Because we have no control over the people's, but we are in control of ourselves. And so if we want things to be different, start by leading with that, with others. You go first. Don't wait on nobody else. Kind of like what Tamika would say, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But that's what I took from it. So it really pushed me to really take action on that and just be like, okay, if I'm hesitating on something, let me just go ahead. Let me go first. If I want more of this, how can I model this in my everyday life? So that's it, y'all. Get out there this week and do those mental push-ups. And as you go out this week, I want you to keep what I call that rookie state of mind. Well, what's that, Fits? Remember, to level up isn't a losses. Problems are a privilege. And yes, you might be new to this, but I know you're true to this because you're in this moment right now, and I believe in each one of you. So get out there this week and do those mental push-ups. And we out.